A very youthful 11 for Danny Stone.
Yeah, 4 teenagers in this lineup and 3 players making their debut as starters, which includes goalkeeper Tetsuya Kadono.
It's roughly what they would normally put out there. The big change, of course, is between the sticks.
Yeah, Jared Mazzola comes in place of Vitiello. Other than that, it's pretty much a full-strength team.
Referee gets us started. Orange County in their black kits tonight with the orange trim are going from left to right. Sacramento are in white with that sash down the front. Sean St. Jacques, Gary Bailey, our entire crew. Jam-packed night of Jaeger Cup action here. Now beginning here, Jamison putting pressure. And Jared Mazzola, who did not handle that well initially, but eventually gets Sac Republic back in possession.
I think Jared might have just taken his eye off the ball there as Bryce Jamison came through, but he responded nice and quickly.
There's Ben Alcazar, formerly of the New York City FC organization. Ciotta. Silla on the turn, trying to get away from Nick Ross and a couple of challenges. He does so. Scott thought about the cross and resets instead. And thread of the needle from Scott. Played down this far sideline. Touched into the middle, big chance. Sheikh Kone in the strike.
A nice little build-up on that left-hand side from Orange County. And you're right, Sheikh off cleanly. But he's in the box and he's looking for the ball, and that's a good sign from the 19-year-old.
Roro Lopez, we saw against Rhode Island last time out, so good from set pieces. This one does go over everyone's head. Timmer sees it go out for his Sacramento throw. And the Sacramento win puts Neil Collins' side in pole position in Group 1 to qualify for the knockouts. Of course, officially knock Orange County out, who have to win tonight. But they're on the back foot here. That was a brilliant header. It's just wide of the target by Luis Felipe.
Certainly was a good header and had power on it. Kadono's goal. And that's the problem with the crosses, and why we talked about it as the key to the match. And Danny Stone, in fact, talked about it initially as the key to the match, because if you allow Sac Republic to put those crosses in, they've got enough players capable of heading something in. And Luis Felipe not far away there.
Lopez for Spalding. And Benitez, who's impressed Neil Collins quite a bit over these last few weeks. He's gotten a few shout-outs from his coach of late.
Yeah, he said he played him in a number of different positions and he slotted in seamlessly on every occasion.
Cicerone. The right idea. Orange County able to execute well defensively. Silla trying to release Jamison down this near side. Nice Jamison going into the 18-yard box. And a step over as well. He was eased off it by Benitez, cleared away by the goalkeeper Mazzola.
See how quickly he was double-teamed there, 2 players on him, and Michel Benitez just leaning into him as he went past. A little bit of experience from the 29-year-old Mexican, just to make it difficult for Bryce Jamison to get past him.
Here's Scott. Every time we ask Danny Stone about players who have impressed, Kyle Scott's name does always tend to pop up. He's so important to the cause here. Is Orange County have numbers here? It is Bryce Jamison, and he hits the bar. Huge missed opportunity.
Well, this is where he's got to do better, Bryce Jamison. He's got the pace to get into the right position, puts his foot on it, and you've got to keep the ball down there. It's priority number 1. Well, 2. It's put accuracy, and that's what his parent club will want from him, Colorado Rapids, that he learns from those situations. You have got to be more clinical.
Benitez from Nick Ross. He'll clip it over the top, looking for Spalding. Cicerone, quick feet, trying to get it back to Spalding. Spalding on the turn. Sends it into the seats.
Oh, it's a nice intricate play from Sac Republic in the box. Russell Cicerone, a couple of turns. Spalding, he gets in there, turns to shoot. Yes, it's off target, but creative and dangerous in that box of Sac Republic. And I think Danny Stone will be probably looking forward to a halftime chat with the team just to try and get back in control of the ball. They had a spell in the middle of the first half, Orange County, where they looked dangerous, created a few chances, and then they've been pushed back again by Sac Republic.
Kadono sends this ahead as we approach first half stoppage time. Told it's not going to be much. Brought to you by Solfagari Law Firm, and the fourth official holds up 1 additional minute. I just feel like a classic case, Gary, of one team having the quantity of the chances, but the other having the quality chance of the half.
Yeah, certainly Bryce Jamison's, and that should have hit the back of the net. So you're right, plenty of quantity for Sac Republic, one great chance for Orange County.
Jamison won't get to that on this near side. 20 seconds left in the first half. And again, I was just joining us. Only 3 points will do for Orange County to keep themselves in with a shout in the Jaeger Cup. Any other result, and they would be out. And Sacramento would love to grab all 3 points. It would put them in pole position to potentially go on and win the group and get that automatic bid, not have to worry about the wild card side of it at all. But there's still a second half to negotiate here in Irvine. As it stands right now, of course, they still need to get the 3 points. And Sacramento will get the second half started, going from left to right.
Careful of the next move. Make sure they don't have a late tackle or a stray elbow in the face of anybody.
Lopez's set piece is headed down and headed wide. And Luis Felipe just misses the target.
He's not wide by much, is he? Is that if you allow Sac Republic to put enough of those crosses in, eventually one of them will get headed into the back of the net. So Kadono with some words to probably say to his defenders to try and limit the balls coming in.
Oh, what a ball by Roro Lopez, right into Cicerone's path. Cicerone chops it back. Pirano to the byline, past a challenge. It's on a plate into the middle, lovely dummy. Oh, and Felipe skies it. Play, except for the finish.
Pirano doing so well as he does in tight areas. The ball left for Felipe, Luis Felipe. Have a look here, the little dummy there. He's got time, he's got to hit target. It's the, besides obviously aiming at the goal, you've got to keep it down. That's your first 2 objectives. Because then you've got a chance of scoring. The moment you stick it over, you lean backwards, stick it over the crossbar, the keeper has no work to do.
Here's Pirano again. And this time it's touched away. He'll keep it via a throw.
Well, there's a number of subs on the bench for Sac Republic and Neil Collins, and they have to win this match, you would think. So will they start looking towards Sebastian Herrera on the bench? Very good target man, great with heading. And he could be a really good option to bring off the bench and giving away free kicks when you are on the attack with a set piece. That's happened a few times here this evening for Sac Republic.
Zuback for McKinnon. Lovely feed to Bryce Jamison. McKinnon kept on going. Bryce Jamison keeps on going! Oh, and it's a great save.
good run from Bryce Jamieson. He uses that pace and ability and close control to actually take on the defender Benitez in the box, and then he goes to his left, opens up a gap.
Benitez, oh, brilliant stop. Kadono hasn't had much to do tonight. We hinted at that. That's his biggest contribution so far. Still a corner.
Here's the free kick, and look at the goalkeeper, steps across. One-handed save. And the goalkeeper seemed to be in a good position. Perhaps he read it early.
Looks like he's sizing this up for an in-swinger. Just over 5 minutes of normal time left. At the back stick, it's headed down. Oh, a chance for Desmond. His shot was blocked. Sac Republic get a chance to recycle this. It's back into the 18-yard box. Med-equipped substitution, turning setbacks into comebacks. And, well, that is going to be it for Liam McKinnon, who's always a joy to watch. Agard is on.
Yeah, McKinnon had that one moment in the first half when he squared the ball for Bryce Jamieson. The best moment, the best chance in the entire match for the home side.
Four minutes and stoppages left. Bargiolo hands it right to Benitez. Picks up the pieces though, Bargiolo, and skips past a couple of challenges here. Great ball across as well. And the shot is just over the top. It would have been Stephen Kelly.
Lovely from Bargiolo, brilliant skills there. Kelly wasn't too far off. Once again, it's happened a few times in this match, over the crossbar, but he wasn't too far over. And you're right, wouldn't it have been an impact to make to have got potentially a winning goal. And just on the referee, where I think he was really fair and what players like is that the Pirano was already on a yellow. There was a soft foul. He didn't, you know, one of those where you're saying to the referee, just be sensible about it. It doesn't really warrant a second yellow. It might warrant a first yellow, but not a second. And it's just an interpretation of the situation that I think the players appreciated. Nobody wants to see a red card unnecessarily. So in that sense, very impressed with referee Mohamed Kalia.
Kelly floats it in there. And then on the follow-up, it goes out for an Orange County throw. 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more, left in the second half. If this holds, we would decide it on penalties. Both teams would get a point. Orange County, unfortunately, would be eliminated. And they would contest the additional point from the penalty spot. Lacinovic. Ruiz. Clipped up ahead by Ciotta. It's going to bounce into the area here. And it's going to be clipped towards this near side. Guimaraes to win it. He has! He's won it for Orange County! Pedro Guimaraes wins it for Orange County shortly in the dying embers of the Jaeger Cup. They might bow out, Orange County, but my goodness, the youngsters have only gone and stolen all the points away from Sacramento.
Just 17 years of age, Pedro Guimaraes, and he took that goal so well. Looked like he was going to have a crack with his left foot as this ball comes in here. Nice ball played in, controls it well. You think, is he going to shoot? Comes in. Now, Birmingham was a 94th minute goal from Jay Garthen that took the points away from them.
And it's Pedro Guimaraes who's done it to them tonight. Orange County wins